Hey folks, Smitty back with you. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, got to see the family and so on. So we're back for part two. We did the mash run, made the mash, let it ferment, and now we're coming back. We'll show you where we're at, and then we're going to get ready to run. Talk to you in a second. There's our wash, folks. Been sitting for several days, and I think we're about ready to run. One or two bubbles pop up. But I think we're ready to go. It's real bitter tasting, and we're going to take it and strain it. Remember when we dumped it in our barrel here, we had all our cracked corn, ground corn still in there. So we're going to strain that out because we don't want none of that in our boiler or in our still. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, folks, here's what we're doing. I use a strainer, and I strain out all that corn we cooked down. So there's that bucket of corn. I want to let that sit. I want it to settle a little bit, and then we're going to strain it again into the bucket to make sure we get all that cracked corn out of there we can before we put it into our still, into our pot. So then when we let that sit, I've already ran a vinegar wash through the still, and I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, folks, while my wash is sitting for a minute, I picked up a new still, a new boiler, and a column. So we're going to try this one, see how well it does compared to the other one, and then I'll put the two side by side, and we'll kind of compare the price between the two and what they do. I've already cleaned it, washed it, and then I've done a vinegar run, and now I'm just doing a steam run on it. So just got strictly water in it. Going to run some steam through it. I don't have the condenser running yet. What I do is I fill up a chest full of ice and water. I have a circulating pump in there, and that's how we run through our condenser there. So I'm going to let that steam off and clean up. We'll rinse it out, and then we'll put the wash in. So Smitty, and we'll talk back to you here in a minute. While my still is running the steam through it and cleaning, on that final rinse down clean, I'm going to start taking that wash. I run it through two strainers, Colliers, and we're going to put it in that bucket, and then we'll fill up that boiler when we get ready to. So we'll bring you back then. Running that steam through there, that'll be the last clean. After this is done, then we will put the wash in there. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, folks, got everything drained out and strained a little bit. Sorry I didn't record dumping it into the boiler. I wasn't thinking, but I'll kind of show you what we have here. Okay, so dumped my wash into my pot. It's an 8-gallon pot. Got it from a company called Brew House. My column sitting right there, my water ready to circulate. We're going to put it all together here, but what I want to do is I want it to warm up. The only bad thing about this one compared to my other one is I could stir it, so I'm going to get me a little dowel rod so I can stir it so I don't scorch the bottom. Get it up to temp a little bit, and then we'll put the cap on it and we'll start watching it. We'll bring you back. Okay, folks. We got the flame going, heating up the pot. Going to watch that temperature. I have a heat gun or a temperature gun I can shoot, see what temperature is. We're going to put a thermometer on it, sorry. And then we'll pay attention to that temperature. And then we'll put our column on it and we'll start watching it. We'll bring you back. Hey folks, Smitty back with you. Just wanted to bring you up to date and show you what we got going on so far. Got the heat going on the boiler. Condenser water running, everything's good, flowing nice. And temperature starting to come up. so we'll keep an eye on it. We're just doing it nice and slow so that we'll get a nice clean result. Talk at you. Hey folks, back with you. Wasn't paying attention, kind of got away from you a little bit. We're going to bring that down. The temp got up at about 206, it says up there. I took it off the heat, turned the heat down. That's my 4 shots I'm going to take out, and we'll bring you back here in a minute. Hey folks, Smitty back with you. Going to bring you up to date on what we got going on. Hold on a second. Okay. My condenser temperature is 44 degrees. We got a decent drip going. Boiler's running. Column is empty. I don't have nothing in it. And right now my temp is 183.5. So I'm going to leave it alone, let it drip away. We already took 6 ounces off the front, so now we'll start collecting. And we'll bring you back. Hey folks, Smitty back with you. Just wanted to bring you up to date. We're still going. This is jar number 5. That's dripping away there. Don't show any signs of slowing down, so we'll let her keep going. And we'll check as we go, and we'll bring you back. Okay folks, there you go. That's the end product. 7 jars. Each jar is 12 ounces is what I got out of that. First time running that type of a still. Kind of neat. I had to pay real close attention to the temperature, but you do anyway. So it was kind of fun. And remember, this is just for entertainment purposes only. So have a little bit of fun out there and goof around. Be safe. Talk to y'all later.